everybody, welcome back to my channel. Before we start, you know the drill. Please like, subscribe and comment if you want to help me out. If you like this video, well, you don't know it yet if you like it, but I can pretty much tell you that you will. So might as well like, comment now and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Today we are doing something different. I feel like I say that every time, and it's true. Every video I try something new, and today is no exception to that. So as you know, we are still doing the 100 head challenge, and all the portraits are in a Pinterest board, which I will link in the description below. And I pretty much discovered the portraits right before I draw them, so I don't really plan ahead with all the different portraits. I don't really plan my pages that much. I just see what my 5 next portraits will be, and then I draw them. When I see that there's a couple similar portraits coming up, I try to put them in one page so there's a cohesion, but I don't look at all the 100 portraits to plan all my pages. As I discovered recently, I have about 50 statues to draw, and these were my first 5, and I really liked them. I thought they were different. I really discovered a new style for me. So today I saw that I had a couple statues coming up, so I decided to put them all in one page, and they're all like old and me looking dudes, so I thought that would be really nice to draw. First of all, I drew the sketch with my pencil as usual. And then I decided to trace my sketches with my fine tip pen. I think that's what it's called. So these are my Faber-Castell Pitt artist pen. I have a couple of them, and that's what I use to do the outlines in ink. And I didn't really have much of a plan starting this page, but before starting the 100 head challenge, I had a lot of fun with just black ink and hatching and cross-hatching techniques. So I decided that this would be a really good technique with these portraits because of all the folds and wrinkles that we have in these portraits. So I thought that hatching and cross-hatching would be a really nice way to add some texture and shadows. So that's what I tried with this first portrait. This one was kind of a test for me, and I really liked the result. So I moved on to the second portrait, and I did pretty much the same thing, starting with a pencil sketch and then going back on it with my Faber-Castell pen. And with this one, what I did different is that instead of doing hatching that were going in the same direction, I decided to add some lines that would go in the same direction as the face. So if there is like a rounded cheekbone, the shadow behind the cheekbone would be rounded too. And I feel like it added more depth to the portraits, and I really like that, so I tried to do that moving forward. So going with the third portrait, I did the same technique, pencil and pen. Oh, and then with this one, I added a bit more contrast, a bit more lines, and I really liked the effect, especially around the eyes. It was so nice. And also I like doing the little dots for the hair. Okay, and this fourth portrait was a bit scary to me because it's not just a face. The guy has a full beard, he has a fancy hat, so there was a lot of elements to draw. And so it's always a bit scarier when there's a lot of elements to draw because there's more opportunities for messing up. But in the end, it was okay. One thing I wanted to talk about with these portraits is that at first when I saw them in the Pinterest board, I got scared because, like I just said, they have a lot of elements in their face. They have a lot of wrinkles, a lot of folds. They have big expressions. They have angry eyebrows. So I'm not used to drawing these kinds of faces, and it was out of my comfort zone. But what I found out while drawing these portraits is that the fact that there's so much texture in the face really helped me with the proportions because I could evaluate the distance between each element better because there was some fold in between. For example, sometimes I realize that my eyes are too far apart or they're not well aligned, or maybe they're too high. But with these portraits, I could evaluate the distances better because there was, let's say, a big eye bag underneath the eye, and the eye bag almost reached the nose, and the nose almost reached the mouth. So in the end, my proportions were a lot better. And after this page, when I had to do some other portraits of cute ladies with perfect skin, I found that a lot harder because, as I said, there were less reference points for me to help me place everything in the face. I guess you should try for yourself because these portraits look really hard to do, but they're not as hard as it seems. If you like this style, you should really try it because I think you might surprise yourself. This fourth portrait has a lot of detail, and yeah, that can be really scary at first when you look at it. But when you start drawing and you just focus on some spots, you realize that it's not that hard and really comes together quite well. And now we are on to our last portrait, which is another guy with a full beard, not as intense as our fourth one, which is a relief. I use all the techniques I learned in my first portraits to do this last one. And finish another intimidating page with angry or distressed looking dudes. So thank you for watching my video. I always appreciate your presence. Please subscribe if you're new here. If you like this video, leave me a like. And if you want to be extra kind, please leave me a comment. It always helps with the algorithm. And also, I really want to know what you think about this page. If you liked this technique, and maybe if you'll try to do some angry dudes like these. So I hope you enjoy the rest of this video. I'll put some nice music on, and I'll leave you to it. By the way, I'm wearing my best grandma outfit today, so I thought it would be worth showing it to you. So if you got to this point and you saw my grandma outfit, leave me a grandma emoji comment so I know who you are.